Remain on the crowd side.
Alrighty, fans, welcome to Austin Tyndall. It is Nona against Inter Gainesville as these two sides look for some 3 points here in a day where it has been soaking here in the Lake Nona community in Orlando. I am your match commentator, Edgar Rodriguez. Pleased to have your company for tonight as your Longhorns in all orange, Inter Gainesville in the all black outfit. As the referee ends up giving a foul there for Nona. Stopford at the back for Gainesville kicks it away. Referee just has a word with him. Of course, that could be a booking later in the game. We will run through lineups shortly. As of course, Nona visited Gainesville not too long ago and really came back with an emphatic victory 5-1 on the UF campus. The game was played on the rec field. And Nona doing what they know best, getting the 3 points on the road. And they will be looking to recreate just that tonight. Here is Dre on the ball for Nona. We'll see a lot of him as always. Back to Slade. Starnes, of course, at the back. Center back for Nona has Thanhofer as his partner, as Mason Lamb is out for this one. Will likely be out for Brave next, as that loose ball almost got to Kraus. The Gainesville keeper coming out quick enough. But here is Thanhofer playing as the left center back. Mensah at left back. It's another foul for Nona there, just a little late on Gabi. Here's Humphrey Doe getting his first start of the season on this near side. Hopefully he can bring some magic. He was electric as Nona beat Florida Elite 4-1 away from home. Those were huge 3 points as Kolanatis puts the ball in. Kraus trying to get his head on it. In the end, it's intercepted by Ajakwa, who's looking to run forward now for Nona. Ajakwa has 3 around him. Just needed a little more support from Humphrey there. They don't stop hunting for it. It'll be a free kick Inter Gainesville in the end. Stopford at the back, wearing the captain's armband for Gainesville, ends up kicking things back off for us. As Gainesville look to play out of the back, potentially have some sort of possession. Of course, Nona will look to have the majority at home, control the match. Kraus looking to maybe bring it down. He had two around him. The flick on header for Humphrey on this near side on the wet surface. They're going to have to get used to it. It was raining steadily for a few hours before kickoff. Thankfully, the weather finally gave up for kickoff. But it has been a wet one in Orlando today, as it's been most of this week, as Gainesville, once again with Stopford, looks like much of the play goes through him. Eddie putting pressure on, looking for the interception. Of course, Nona, top of the league table at the moment. USL 2, of course, does it with points per game. Nona right now on 2.2. Gainesville sit fourth at the moment, 1.4, as they've played a considerably, a lot of matches. Actually, the same as Nona. It's actually Florida Elite, who have 8 already played. But here is Humphrey. Skips past the challenge of Stopford. Here's Colinatis out wide, looking for Charles All, also getting his first start. Colinatis looking for some room in the box, maybe to put it in the back post. Kraus is there and puts away the header from close range. Our number 9 is in incredible form, and he gets himself yet another goal. The Nona number 9 makes it 1-0 for Nona. Six minutes in, all it took. Colinatis put the ball in eventually, and there was Kraus from close range. And Nona are off to a dream start against Gainesville. Honestly, it's to be expected. Nona definitely heavy favorites coming into this one as we're back underway. Kraus at the right place at the right time. Keeper had no chance from point blank range, as Kraus puts away the header, and Nona will look for more. They know they can get at this Gainesville side. Had a lot of joy away. We ended up with 5 goals. It could have been easily 8 or 9. It was that much domination from Nona in that one. Here's All dropping a little deeper to get possession. Ajakwa looking for options, ends up going back. Here's Starnes. Dre back to Thanhofer, and you can see that area of the pit a little drenched. See the puddles stopping the ball, but thankfully most of the pitch is dry. Here's Ajakwa over to Humphrey. Mensah supporting him. Humphrey finds him, the number 20 for Nona. Dre ends up taking the safe route with Starnes. Looking for options. Gainesville sitting back. It's going to be the best way to approach this one for Gainesville. Here's Mensah. Doe. Gainesville coach right there on the bottom of your screen. Just pleading his team to keep the shape as Colinatis looks again for Kraus. Almost found him. Gainesville will try to spring a counterattack. But look who is there. Alan Dre, of course he is. Of course he is. Getting possession back for Nona. Thanhofer at the back. Looks like he's settling in nicely to his center back role for this one. Ajakwa just fending off his man. Back for Shane Wright, who's in goal for this one. Back in goal. Mark Torado started the game at Florida Elite last time out. And of course, the Nona defense has been rock solid so far this season. Just 4 goals allowed, and none of them from open play. They've just given up the sole penalty, which was away at Gainesville, and just 3 free kicks. That is how the Nona defense has conceded goals. And more positive players. Kolonats is putting a dangerous ball in. Humphrey was waiting at the back post. The defender just got there in the nick of time. It'll be a corner for Nona. It's looking good to start this one as we approach 10th already. Flag for first corner of this one. Nona have enjoyed some pretty good moments from corners, not to mention Danhofer's late equalizer when Nona drew 2-2 with Florida here at Austin Tyndall, but that one right into the hands of the Gainesville keeper as he throws it, and it might be too far. It is. So Nona will have a quick turn of possession. There's Starnes as Nona look to once again keep the ball, come forward, and cause problems for this Gainesville side as All gets into a little off the ball. The referee spotted it. All scoring an incredible first goal for Nona away at Florida Elite. From an acute angle, just rifled it into the top corner. He's going to be looking for more of the Stetson man. As I believe the referee is going to ask for it to be retaken. Here's Dre finally restarting possession. Thompson gets it to Dre. The Gainesville coach very adamant for his team to put more pressure on the ball as there goes Kolonats. Gets fouled. And Dre will once again restart possession for Nona. Looks like Gainesville did get the first booking of the match early on. Here's Thanhofer. Looking for the direct ball to Krause. He had pressure on him. Mensah couldn't step up. Here come Gainesville. Krause attempting to help out Mensah. And in the end, is there a foul to be given? The referee waves it away as Nona looked to clear their lines. That clearance from Thanhofer wasn't as far as he would have expected or wanted. Now Gainesville, maybe they can spring an attack of their own. Richie on that far side defending. All also back. The ball comes in, and it's eventually headed towards Shane Wright's goal. Gainesville asking for a corner kick. It'll be a goal kick instead for Nona. And Wright will have a goal kick. That ball from Starnes, a little loose, but Thanhofer got it. Humphrey looking for Eddie. There's Mensah finding All, and now Thompson had some space on that far side. Just couldn't get the ball out to him. Here's St. Fleur for Gainesville. Looking for his options. Ola BJ goes out wide, looking for Dorima. The ball just ahead of him. And Nona will restart in. Eddie Mensah on the fullback will take it. Kolonats, well done. Under pressure, Jacqua looking for All, who somehow got through pair of defenders there. It's eventually cleared up towards Kraus. Stopford got the header on it. And now Gainesville on that far side. An early ball in. Thanhoff so stops. Mensah clears his lines. Kolinatis finding all. Kraus. Back to George. Looking for the switch of. Not really close to him. And that ball will be shepherded back to Wright, who will pick it up. There's Starnes at the back. Thompson. Nona with a brilliant start. Kraus putting the ball in the back of the net. The opening 2 games didn't get a goal, but he has been on red-hot form. He has been him alongside Studenoff, who isn't with Nona for the next few games, as he was called up for the Cayman Islands national side. As the rain actually starts once again, down lightly, hopefully nothing too much. Before the match, there were a few concerns about the puddles on the pitch. Ended up drawing. Here's Starnes. Nona taking their time out of the back. They know Gainesville can't really get close to them most of the time. There's Humphrey letting it run across his body. That was brilliant play by Doe. Humphrey, how far can he carry it? Where are his options? Ends up with the back heel towards Mensah. Back to Doe. It was brilliant when he came on against Florida Elite. All looking for a Jacqua. The threaded pass for Kolinatis. Can he find a Jacqua? Looking for the give and go. Not quite. But it's great play as Dre intercepts that one nicely. All looking for a Jacqua. Couldn't find Kraus. Dre picks it up, edge of the box. There's Thompson. Kraus back towards goal. Couldn't feed Thompson in. Too close in the end to the keeper. As Gainesville look to play out of the back once again. Looks like Thanhofer will be able to deal with this one. Ends up probably getting fouled. Absolutely getting fouled. As the rain intensifies here at Austin Tyndall. It's been, as I said, steady leading up to this one, and then just on and off the last few days, but it is definitely chucking down now. Well, anyway, Thanhofer will restart possession for Nona. Yes. I don't have my own. There is all. Looking for Mensah. Mensah cuts inside. A Jacqua. Starnes over to Thompson, as seems as though every Nona player is getting in touch on the ball. Here's Dre. Over to Thompson. Feeding it through for the Nona fullback. Thompson into the box. Finds Kolinatis, who hit the shot that comes off of the post. Kolinatis that close to doubling the lead for Nona as a foul is given against Doe. Not quite sure. Looked a bit soft. But what a chance for Kolinatis as his shot hitting the keeper's right-hand side post. Of course, George looking for his first goal of the season. Met up with the squad just recently. Played his first match, started his first match away at Florida Elite as that ball out of the back is clearly cut off by Dre. Here's Humphrey. Kolinatis, the number 7 for Nona. All, who's seen a lot of the ball. Kraus coming a little wider. Finding Charles once again. Dre looking for Nona's 18. All, Kraus finds a break and the ball falls to him. And eventually, it'll be a goal kick. Of course, Kraus kind of ended up skewing that one past the post. But Nona keep getting closer and closer. As Gainesville haven't really had a clear sight at goal. There was that one shot that went past Wright's post, but apart from that, it's been all Nona. Speaking of Wright, here he is at the back. Danhofer. Kraus once again back towards goal, keeps the ball. Great at that. His teammates know they can just find him and he'll shield off at times 2 or 3 defenders he may have on his back. But now here come Nona on that far side. Richie Thompson turns on the Jets. The ball in. Stopford is there. Comes right back to Thompson. Kolinatis is the short option. Looking for All. An acute angle again. Charles All. It's a good save in the end. Here is Humphrey. Nona keep possession in their final third. Mensah with the driven ball in. It's headed away. Nona will come again. Starnes. Thompson showing his speed in that last play. Finding All. Can he put the ball in? Ajak was edge of the box. Ajak will find it. Back towards goal. Will he find a shooting opportunity? The final touch comes off of Kolinatis. And he finds Nona second. It was a Jacquez shot crossing the path of George Kolinatis, who gets the second goal for Nona. As they double their lead deservedly. 23 minutes gone. Nona Gainesville nil. More great play. Gainesville just cannot deal with Thompson and All on that far side. As Kolinatis gets his first goal of the season. And so the 2 front men for Nona today already finding the back of the net. And Nona, in a word, are cruising through this one as the referee is having a word with the sideline with the assistant ref on that far side. The only thing I could think of is an offside potentially. And it is an offside. So no goal for Kolinatis, and it remains 1-0. Saw them in conversation. It was a Jacquez shot, as I said. It looks like Kolinatis, well, to begin with, wasn't really expecting the ball to come to him. And so it looks like he was just ahead of the final defender. So it remains 1-0 Nona. They continue searching for their second. But it's positive signs for the rest of this one as the rain has eased off once again. Kolonats from behind his man there for winning the ball back. Ajakwa driving forward. Ajakwa with the shot, finding that far post. Ajakwa gets his goal, and it is now 2-0 Nona. They did not like that offside call. They wanted to keep it 2-0, and Ajakwa does just that. Kolonats is playing a crucial role in that one. Finds Ajakwa, who finds beautifully that far post. Dave Jacobs in the Nona bench wants more from his boys. He knows he can get more from his boys. And as I said, they are in full flow. No offside for this one. It is 2-0 Nona. And Coach Jacobs saying, do it again. He wants more goals in this first half. Nona comfortably 2-0 up. Ajakwa so far this season, that is his first goal. He has 3 assists to boast as well. Humphrey putting pressure. Nona don't want Gainesville to get it out of their half even. Gainesville looking for that early ball. Out wide. Thompson on his man. Looking for a crossing opportunity. In the end, Ajakwa is there to defend. Got the ball, no foul. There's a shot potentially coming from outside the box. Thanhofer getting his body on the line. That shot came in from Adriano Silva, who came off the bench for Gainesville. The shot from range! Gainesville have one back! A surprise hit from way out. The Nilson McCann gives Gainesville the goal they really were looking for. That didn't really look all that likely. But it's now 2-1. And that is the first goal Nona conceded from open play this season. That's incredible to even think about. Comes in the 6th game. But it is 2-1, and that goal all of a sudden just keeps it competitive in terms of the scoreline. As I said, the Nilson McCann, number 13 for Gainesville, took on the shot from range. Kolonatsis will get things going. Looks like there might be another change for Gainesville after that one. Looks like Silva is going out to play left back for Gainesville. At least he's starting in that position. But yeah, unfortunately, no chance for Shane Wright in the Nona goal. The ball was stuck right in the upper 90. As Idrisu comes back onto the pitch. And we should be ready to get back underway. The referee and Alan Dre in conversation. Looks like Dre is annoyed by something. He's limping off the pitch. Not sure if a change will be made here for Nona. Or if a booking was given potentially as well. We'll see if we clarify that. But Nona get things underway with 10 men on the field for the moment. There's Dre coming back. Looks like he's limping a little bit. Not sure if he was in a collision recently, but there's all looking to pump it towards Doe. And Nona want to respond immediately. Doe looking for all. The ball was just short. And there was a Nona touch to send it out of play. There is Idrisu in the midfield for Gainesville. Silva filling in that fullback position. Looks like he's going to come into the midfield as much as he can as well. That long ball looking for Dorima. Again, too far. They've looked for Dorima on this near side a couple of times now. Just passes being a little inaccurate from Gainesville. Not finding their intended target. A commanding header from Stopford there. Gainesville retained possession. Olabije. Will be another throw-in for Gainesville on this near side. As that goal for Gainesville will give them some hope to potentially tie things at 2. Dorima ended up with an ambitious effort, let's say. That one going out of play, so Shane Wright will restart things from the back. And goes short to Starnes, as Nona will want to get at least a third before halftime, you'd think. Throw in for Nona, all is over there. There's Thompson. He's been so solid whenever he's played at right back. Has an assist on the season so far, was at home to Florida Elite for the first goal. Studenoff getting on the end of it. Shane Wright's ball looking for a Jacqua. Humphrey dropping into the midfield, can't keep it. A Jacqua looking to win it back. It's tight in that area. Once again, it's cut off by Nona. Here's Mensah. Dre, as they look to restore a little bit of control. And this one, as the challenge comes in, advantages played. Kolinatos outside of the boot. Kraus was out there to receive possession. Kolinatos asking for it. It was fed in with pace. Nona are asking for a handball in the box. Referee saying it was in a natural position as Cooper Blay gets things going again. And Nona have possession at the back. Here is Slade Starnes. Looking for options, will end up driving into his own half. Starnes looking for Thompson. That was brilliant from Nona's number 5. Starnes over to All. It was eventually cut off there by Silva. Throw in Nona as we have just a little over 10 minutes to go in this first half. Nona with a 2-1 advantage. And the referee does have the yellow card out. And it's given to Gainesville's number 7. Fielder on a booking now. All is just waiting. Looks like he thought they might have had a free kick. It ends up being a throw in to restart things. Starnes looking to feed in Dre. Cut out. And it is a foul against All. Once again, a little soft. That was given by the assistant referee. So Gainesville will have a free kick on that far side in their half. And it will be another foul for Gainesville. This time Thompson just stepping in, not getting the ball. Silva. Silva looking for the direct ball there for Martin. Silva once again. St. Fleur. It's finding Dorima. Here is Filder for Gainesville as they look to keep possession here. As, of course, they found that first goal. How can they potentially keep getting at Nona, which many teams haven't been able to so far this season? Olabije goes out wide. Here is Dorima on this near side, putting the ball in. It's a great ball in. The header from Thanhofer doesn't clear it as far as they would have wanted to. That shot came in from Idrisu, blocked. And Gainesville, all of a sudden, have momentum. Stopford. Olabije. Filder comes inside. Back to Olabije. Dorima. Oh, and that ball. Can Kraus keep it? Oh, Kraus definitely read it. As Thompson has to backtrack there. Here's Charles All. Kraus holding it up once again. Dre. Out wide for Humphrey. Always seems to be open on this near side. Always seems to have some space to work with. A Jacqua. Thanhofer finding Kolinatis. Getting challenged from behind there from Idrisu. Foul is given. Restarted quickly. Thanhofer looking for Doe. It's another foul given against Doe. And it will be a booking. The referee, not for the first time, showing the yellow card. Definitely not afraid to get it out tonight. So that's a few players on yellows. Olabije will restart things for Gainesville. That ball easily intercepted by Doe. The pass was from Filder. Here's Kraus looking for Kolinatis. He'll have to widen his run. Couldn't quite. The man was right in front of him. Here's St. Fleur. Once again, throw in Gainesville on this near side. Olabije has been in the thick of things for Gainesville these last couple of minutes. Looking for options. Seems as though every man is marked. Mensah gets his head on it. All now. Heads it down for a Jacqua. Of course, got Nona's second goal as he looked for Kraus. In the end, a foul is given against Martin. Ended up stepping in on a Jacqua after he had sent that ball. So Starnes will have a free kick right on halfway to get things going again. Here's Thanhofer. Starnes. Back to Thompson as Nona wants to get a good move from the back going. Here's Shane Wright. Back to Starnes. Now Alan Dre in a little bit of space in the midfield. Getting closed down. Had to release it quickly. Here's Kraus. Letting his teammates run ahead of him so he has options. Thompson. Cutting inside, well done, keeping the ball. That was just too far ahead of Humphrey. And it's cleared, and now Gainesville are up the other way. Beats Allen. The shot may be coming in. Here's Filder out wide for Dorima, who just couldn't take a touch. And Nona can relieve some of that pressure. Gainesville were coming at speed the other way. Nona, though, able to so far keep things under control. Looks like Doe and All might have switched sides, as All is now on this near side with Mensa. Looks like Humphrey and Thompson now on the far side for Nona. We see that a lot with Gabby and Paolo, who are usually the wide midfielders. Gabby got a knock to his ankle last time out. Should be ready for the game against Brave next. Well, this weekend. This coming Saturday. As Kolinatis gets his pocket picked by Idrisu. That ball well taken care of by Thanhofer. And then a Jacqua intercepts there. Kolinatis has to get it out of his feet quickly. And here comes a Jacqua for Nona. All running on this near side now. Stopford in front of him. All cuts inside. Here's George Kolinatis thinking about the shot from range. And the end was tame. And Gainesville have the ball. Less than 5 then to go in this first half. Blake clears it. Thanhofer rises high for that header. Here's All. Finding Allen. Finds Richie, has to take care of it. There is Humphrey on that far side. Let's see if that for Nona reaps any benefits at the end of this first half. It'll be interesting to see if they stay there in the second half. All once again. Couldn't keep it that time. St. Fleur opens it out. As the rain starts again, the shot ends up getting sliced from the edge of the box. It wasn't too dissimilar from where Gainesville scored. That shot came in from Filder. But this time, Shane Wright will have a goal kick. Not many stoppages this first half, has to be said, has run pretty smoothly. It'll be interesting to see how much time the referee adds on. So once again, it looks like this first half is going to end with downpour. Here's a Jacqua. Definitely affects the players, definitely affects the speed at which the game is played. Thanhofer's clearance straight to St. Fleur. Idrisu now with the shooting opportunity. Tried the unselfish play there in the end, not working out as Nona can relieve some of the pressure. Jacqua Kraus gets fouled by Stopford. And it will be a free kick. Looks like All will look to take it.
Can you call Publix and ask them if there's any way that you'll be ready by 8:15? How much earlier they can ask, they can have it ready.
Here's Mensa. Starnes. Going back to right as he had the pressure coming from McCon. Kolinatis. Once again, that outside the boot. It works wonders. Here's Kraus. Kolinatis with the offside goal, looking for one that will count. Kolinatis continues with it. Doe finds Charles All, edge of the box. And in the end, way too far ahead of Thompson. Charles looks disappointed with himself there. Gainesville coach sounds frustrated with the way his team are handling the Nona attacks. It is still 2-1. It's still in the balance. Nona definitely the better side this first half. Thanhofer trying to clear it. In the end, the pass for Darima a second time will find him. Can he find a ball in? Mensah, 1v1. Beats Mensah in the end. Got the shot off instead of a cross. It was one right towards right, would have stung the gloves, but in the end, taken care of for Nona. As the referee looks at her watch, not signaling the end of play just yet. Not sure if she added on or how much injury time she added on. As Gainesville regained possession on that far side. Quickly recovered, though, by Cullen Otis. That was actually Allen back winning the ball, and Thanhofer getting helped out by Ajakwa there. All has a few players on him. Eventually, Olabije won the ball back. Thanhofer slides in, doesn't win the ball. Here is St. Fleur. An acute angle. Slid in. That was Starn sliding in there, and it'll be a corner Gainesville to end this first half. A corner kick to potentially stir things up in the box, and they'll look to go into the half level. Nona looking to clear it. The first time of asking, they go short for Darima. All was back there, got a touch on the ball on that sliding challenge. And now, Nona are on the way. Here's Humphrey Doe. Doesn't have much support yet, and in the end, Adriano Silva doing a great job up against the tricky Humphrey. Here is Darima coming back. Beats all. Allen shepherds him out of play. Right under the camera. And looks like a foul was given against Nona. It was Allen contesting for the ball. It was against number 19, of course, Benjamin Dorima. And it looks like the final touch came off of the Gainesville man. So Mensah will have the throw in. Right towards halfway. But that throw in signals the end of Nona. 2-1 thanks to goals from Christian Kraus and Ivan Ajakwa. Inter Gainesville finding a response. Second 45. Good one. Stick around. In 15 minutes, we'll be back at Austin Tyndall. It's halftime. Nona 2, Gainesville 1. All right, fans, we're almost underway here in this second half at Austin Tyndall, where the rain just won't go away. And actually, as I say that, and I look out, it looks like it's kind of cleared up. It's just sprinkling, isn't it? It's just drizzling at the moment, so it shouldn't affect the players too negatively. Nona FC 2-1 up against Inter Gainesville. Kraus with the header, a Jekyll with the far post finish are the ways that Nona found the back of the net. Of course, Kolinatos finding the net, but ruled offside. There is George in shot. Paulo Alves on for Nona. We will confirm who he replaced in a moment. Looks like it was Humphrey. It's another wide man for Nona. All and Alves. Humphrey Doe playing a solid first half. Coach Jacobs counting on Paulo Alves for the second half. That looks like the only Nona to start the second 45. As Kolinatos is ready to go, the referee blows her whistle, and we are off for the second 45. As I said, Nona have a 2-1 lead. They'll look to grow that. You said we're muted. Check the at the back now for Nona with Starnes. Here is Slade Starnes over to Richie Thompson. Had a good first half. Most of the Nona players had a great first half. Hence the reason why they are 2-1 up. But Gainesville, after their goal, found a little bit of momentum, looking to push for that second. Nona not letting it happen easily. Here's Charles All. Kolinatos. Back to All. Maybe looking for the first time ball in. It's headed away. Only as far as Kolinatos. Cuts back inside, and it's an early second half goal for Nona. Kolinatos finds his goal. He has an offside one. Now he has a real one. 3-1 Nona. And just for a little bit of context, at the Nona FC offices, we have a little competition going on. We all predicted the full-time score before the match. And not to jinx it, but I did say 3-1. So let's see if it stays that way. Kolinatos with the third. It is cut off there. Gainesville coming forward with McCon, who got the goal right. Doesn't clear it far. Taking the touch there was Adriano Silva. Stopford. Silva. Getting fouled there by All. Thought he got the ball. Convinced he got the ball. Referee doesn't think so. And so Gainesville will have the free kick. And of course, if you're wondering why the crowd is pretty light at Austin Tyndall, of course, the U.S. men's national team facing off against Brazil at Camping World Stadium at the moment, 1-1. But of course, this is where you have to be tuned into. USL 2 action. Nona 3-1 up against Gainesville. As Nona have the ball with Wright, who sends it forward. Kolinatis couldn't even challenge for it. Kraus is on the scene. A clear handball that time. Ivan Ver giving it away. And Nona have a free kick in a promising position. George drops it for Paulo. Allen also there, and it is a yellow card for Ver. As the rain has stopped here in Austin Tyndall finally. Who will take this one for the Longhorns? Paulo looks ready for it. Huge opportunity for Nona to add another one. Will it be Paulo with the right, or will it be Allen with the left? Paulo looks to shoot. The keeper gets his hands to it, parries it away, and it was out of play off of it. So corner kick Nona early on in this second half. Dre is over there. Takes it short and quickly for All. That was short for Dre, but he picks it up. Edge of the box, looking for support. Here's Mensa. All now. Dre. Back for Mensa. Great recycling of possession for Nona. As that short corner wasn't as effective as they would have drawn it up to be. Right, utilizing the long ball more now. Kraus with the flick on header. It'll fall for Alves. Kolinatis in the middle. Also Kraus making his way into the box. Alves! It's another save for Belay. Falls for Alves. Here's a Jacqua. Back for Thompson. Kolinatis. Nona looking for a fourth. Wasn't on the same page as All there. Now here come Gainesville. On this near side with McCon. Over to Filder. Back to Stopford. Idrisu in the midfield for Gainesville. I've seen a lot of it. That ball over to Dorima gets cut off. Very nicely indeed by Thanhofer. Kolinatis dropping, finding the ball, looking to release All. It just wasn't wide enough. Throw in Nona. As the ball set perfectly on the line there to be picked up. It'll be Thompson. Over to take it. Kolinatis. Thompson finds Dre in a defensive midfield area. Thanhofer. Wide for Mensa. As Nona look to continue their attacking play. They have 3 already, looking for more. Here's Paulo. On that far side, has 2 on him. Will he find a way through? Eventually gets fouled. It's a clear foul. Stopford is frustrated. So is Olabije, who was back there defending Paulo, but not that difficult a decision for the referee to make there. So then, another free kick early on in this second half for Nona. Let's see if this in-swinger will lead to anything for the Longhorns. Ball's whipped in by Paulo. It's a decent one. Looked like he was going for goal, actually. Or was overhit for the cross. So Gainesville will have themselves a goal kick. It's at the back with Belay for Gainesville. Stopford. They're going to send Gainesville forward with the long ball, which will be won back by Nona very quickly indeed as we approach the 55th minute here at Austin Tyndall. That ball from Thanhofer at the back, cut out. Here's Darima. Again, Dre right on it, right there to win the ball back for Nona. Wasting no time and coming forward with Thompson. Exploited his speed time and time again. Charles All cutting in field, beats Silva. All looking for a shooting opportunity possibly. All continues with it. Kolinatis was available. Looks at him, asks for that through ball. Would have been in a better position in the end as Starnes fouls Martin, who is playing up top for Gainesville, hasn't seen much of the ball at all. The Nona defenders keeping a close eye on him. McCon cleared, intercepted, clearly intercepted by Thompson. Here's Dre. Mensah for Nona at the back as they once again look to build. Kraus takes a beautiful touch. Kolinatis and the ball for Paulo. Miss hit, but it's a good idea. As we have a beautiful sky overhead at Austin Tyndall after the deluge of earlier. Here's McCon. The middle for Filder. Silva now playing a more central position. Dorima. And that ball, looking for Silva again. Kraus was there, just couldn't take it down as he would have wanted. Here's Dorima. Once again, looking for options that came off the face of Ajakwa. Back with Blake. Olabije for Gainesville. Dorima assessing his options. Then it's a great challenge by Ajakwa. Just kind of give Nona a breather as Gainesville will have a throw in now. Looking for space. Nona keeping their shape well. Idrisu falls the way of Filder. Over the top, maybe for Dorima or Martin. Shane Wright is down early. Not sure why Martin continues to challenge for that ball. It's a clear foul on Shane. And it is a yellow card. He unnecessarily kept challenging for that ball. Wright was already on the ground. I think that yellow card is warranted. Can't really have too many complaints with that one. As we tick toward the hour mark, Nona maintaining their control of proceedings here at Austin Tyndall. No real threat to their lead, especially with the third. Thanks to George Kolinatis. Would like to say he has a brace today. Of course, the first was offside. And immediately after that offside goal, of course, Ajakwa added the second. Here he is on the ball. Running forward with strength and speed and power, but eventually stopped by Stopford. Here's Dorima. Looks like Gainesville prefer playing out of that far side. Martin goes back. It's good play by Gainesville. Here's Silva. Again, coming out wide here. McCon has the goal earlier. Thompson very easily winning the ball off of him. Here's All dropping deep for possession. Ajakwa. Charles All running forwards. Silva there to challenge. Gets the ball over to Dre. Now Alves. Back to the Nona captain. Charles All has been all over the pitch so far this one. Just keeps looking for pockets where he can drop and pick up the ball and maybe create something for the Longhorns. Has worked well in his first start. That ball from Thanhofer looking for Alves. Didn't quite bring it down. Stopford, Kraus playing some ball for Dorima. It's out of play. Mensa, I think, knew that. Here's the throw in from him. Ivan wasn't the greatest touch, but finds Starnes. Kolinatis. Jakwa. Finds George again, and now Mensa. And in the end, the pass straight towards Dorima, and now Gainesville can come again. Silva on this near side now. He's also floating in between the wide areas and inverting into the midfield. Ola BJ. Skips past Paulo and Thanhofer. Very assertedly there as Paulo gets fouled by Fielder. It's a bit more stop and go this second half. Again, though, you can sense the Nona domination. Not just by the 3-1 lead, but also the way they are approaching the second half. Just like the first, dominate possession, create loads of chances. Gainesville looking to stay in it. As Gainesville forced the mistake there from Nona on that far side. Olabije will have the throw on that far side as Gainesville approach the final third. Fielder brings it down. Pressure from Paulo. Olabije as well. Paulo and Dan does win it back. Here's Kolinatis looking to get in front of his man. It was just a 50-50 collision. Referee signals a foul for Gainesville, taken from the incorrect position. Coach Jacobs just reminding his players to take more care of the ball. As that pass from Silva was loose, All picks it up. Kolinatis around the corner again, given away by Nona. Silva has options. Outside the boot was one of them. It was ambitious looking for McCon. Throw in Nona. And it looks like Thompson will be over there to take it. Kraus dropping forward. Kolinatis as well. Getting challenged there by you. Kolinatis got the touch. His possession for Gainesville. Idrisu back to Stopford. Once again, Silva. All was close enough. Got the touch, couldn't control it. Fielder in the midfield. Long ball looking for Martin. Maybe the header from Starnes falls for McCann. It's not cleared. But eventually a Jacqua can run it out. And Kolinatis can spring a counter. Here's Kraus on this near side. Has support in the middle if he can find it. Kolinatis in the middle. Kraus continuing. Once again, the 2v1 that Gainesville know they can put Kraus in. Working well for the visitors. Just makes it so tough for Kraus, as he is always searching for any loose balls, for any half chances. He is always there to sniff them out. Here's McCann. Looking forward for Martin. Headed by Starnes. And Dre, fouls Conley and gets a yellow card. See the reaction from Starnes. Doesn't think it was at one. And with 25 minutes to go here, Gainesville have a free kick. I want to say around 25, 30 yards out. Three players with, Silva, and then Fielder and St. Fleur all in conversation. Let's see who will take this. Looks like St. Fleur. He's going to whip one into the middle. As Gainesville hope for a second. St. Fleur puts it in. Dorima gets a head on it. St. Fleur was in there. Here's Silva for Gainesville. McCann looking for a second and just mishit it into the side netting. Didn't trouble Shane in goal, so he will now have a goal kick. Huge chance for Gainesville there. If they would have gotten a second, that would have put the game once again in a little more of a limbo, but in the end, couldn't convert. Thompson looks for the clearance, quickly cut off. We'll have the throw. Try again. Thompson looks to clear it. Wasn't as far as he intended. Gainesville have the ball back. Kolinatis putting pressure on all as well. It's a great challenge. Nona have the ball back. Here's Kraus. Paulo Alves. Charles All as Nona look to finally spring an attack after absorbing some pressure from Gainesville. Here's Paulo. Charles over to Dre on this near side. Dre took a loose touch. Quickly reacted once again against Martin. Here's Thanhofer. Dre gets past Idrisu. Has Kolinatis to his right. Finds him. Kolinatis! Looked like the ball was headed towards the back of the net. Dre has the shot. Oh, what a save. It was a brilliant save by Blay, who just got the fingertip over the crossbar. It'll be a corner kick for Nona. First it was Kolinatis, then it was Dre with the effort. You can see Thompson in conversation with Coach Jacobs. Nona will once again have the opportunity corner though. Dre's over there to take it. See some of the substitutes warming up for Nona. And Simon Afrifa. His first goal of the season off the bench against Florida Elite. His first touch of the ball ended up in the back of the net. It was incredible. That game away at Florida Elite, Nona jumped ahead. Then a free kick from Florida Elite wasn't cleared by Nona. Getting tapped for a lot of it. Goals from Nona gave them the 3 points on the road at a place where they have struggled in the past. As Gainesville look like they might have to make a change here. Dre is ready, so are the rest of the players in the box. Just waiting for the referee's signal, really. And it is a change, number 4 for Gainesville coming on. Sean Aline. So he comes on in replacement of, I believe that was Idrisu who was down. We'll confirm that in just a second. Anyway. Dre with the ball in near post. Kolinatis was there. Thanhofer as well, arriving late. Throw in Gainesville as they made a second change as well. Hugo Deleroll on as well, the number 16. So 2 changes for Gainesville before the corner kick was taken. They couldn't get out of that situation. There's Kraus. Mensa. Just observing his surroundings. Thompson back to right. As we have less than 20 minutes here at Austin Tyndall. Starnes. Long ball forward, looking for Kolinatis. Great touch. Charles Alt. Ball over the top. Silva cuts that one out. Acrobatically, All is in there quickly. Just a bit too much on it for Thompson. Great intensity there by All, though. Thrown by Gainesville. Intercepted by Thompson. Jakwa didn't find his intended target as the brightness gets much better there for you guys at home. Silva. Dre steps in. Cross takes a touch, looking to turn. All is there. Going out wide. Here is Kolinatis once again. Looking for All. The cross just mishit there. And it ends up going out of play. Play will have a goal kick at the back for Gainesville. Remains 3-1 Nona. As they look for a 4th win in a row. I would put them in a very, very good position at the top of the table. Even better than what they're at now. Of course, they have Brave next. And Brave are in a game away at Brevard at the moment. See if we can get a score update from Brevard, whose coach actually quit not too long ago. So Brevard sitting at the bottom of the Southeast standings, not looking too good for the Coast Side team. Dre wins the ball back here, though. Ajakwa. Alves coming inside, looking for possession. Lost it initially, won it back. Here's Ajakwa again. Mensah. With the pressure being applied, Ajakwa. Composure personified there. Then Hoffer goes back to Wright, who clears it right into the path of Aline. And Thanhofer does brilliantly well. As the Gainesville coach asking for more confidence. Didn't think his player had enough, what's the word, impetus maybe, to get on the end of that one. Thanhofer just shielded him pretty comfortably. That was Martin. Searching for it, and now great piece of play there by Alves. Cutting back. Kolinatis inside. Dre will look for Charles All. Edge of the box. Dre doesn't really have a shooting avid. Kolinatis. All, and eventually finds Thompson. Just got crowded out at the end there, Nona. Starnes. Back to Wright. As Nona continue to look the more dangerous on the offensive. It's just wave after wave of attack for Nona. Mensah. Ajakwa finding Thanhofer. And ball looking for Paulo just ahead of him. So another change for Gainesville. Looks like another two coming on, 11 and 21. Fritz Paul, number 11, and Anios, number 21, coming on as Clarence Loria is on at the back for Nona. The changes from both sides, along with Simon Afrifa. So two changes from, looks like Afrifa will join Kolinatis. So anyway, here come Gainesville. Good touch there by Filder under pressure. So Lorio on 4. Mensah, it looks like it's Thanhofer's out wide to his left back position. More natural left back position. Lorio and Starnes. Actually, looks like Thompson. Mensah comes to this far side. So Thompson off. Lorio on. And Kraus off. Afrifa on. Those are the Nona changes. Of course, Nona throw. Both teams were challenging for that one. Thanhofer on the throw. Afrifa challenging for the ball already. Going for it. Here's Alves chasing down Stopford. Blay gets it away. Time. St. Fleur. Thanhofer stopping that attempt. Came off the Gainesville man, so throw in Nona. Kolinatis. Back to the Austrian. Ajakwa, one of the goal scorers for Nona today. Safely back to Wright. Sends it forward once again. Looking for Kolinatis, and the end. Silva is there. St. Fleur. Silva. Dre chasing him down. Referee says no foul. Play on. Afrifa. Alves. Out wide. Ajakwa. Foul. That was Munoz. Actually, no. That was Dele Roll. Just kept stepping on Ajakwa in the end. So, free. Lorio is over it. As it looks like a check with cleat came off. Lorio restarts play. Here's Ajakwa. Looking for Thanhofer on the far side. Ajakwa will backheel it. We'll find Thanhofer, who looks for Alves. The second time of asking, not quite. Lorio will have possession though. Nona get it right back. Mensa. Kolinatis. Eddie Mensa at the back. Oh, and that ball was loose from Starnes. Here's the chance. But the flag goes up. Fritz Paul puts it in the back of the net. But you had a feeling that it was offside. Paul was just a little over eager there. So it remains 3-1. So right with the free kick, as it looks like Alan Dre is done for the evening. With Jacob Restrepo coming on. Came on against Brevard not a few games back. Played very well. Let's see what he can do in the last 10 minutes or so of this one. As Nona and Gainesville have a few now with fresh legs. Maybe they'll make a difference at the end of this one. Throw in for Nona. Mensa will take it. Challenging for the ball against McCon. Now then. Ball will be driven in by a free fa. Kolinatis edge of the box. Right at Belay. Palms it away. Looks like a free fa. Might have given away the challenge. Given away the foul. Gainesville want to get going quickly, but the referee just calling it back in correct position once again. So they'll go back to Bless. Had to make a couple, actually more than a couple of saves tonight. Nona have tested him time and time again. Here's Aline. Out wide. Thanhofer was there. 1v1. Thanhofer wins that battle. Ajakwa. We're going to lift it over, looking for Afrifa, who, after coming on, has really challenged the back line for Gainesville. As they have the ball at the back now. St. Fleur in the midfield. Silva back to St. Fleur. Finding Filder. And then out wide then for McCon. Starnes went for the challenge and the ball in. Aline in the box. Lifts it over the bar. Once again, Gainesville have had the opportunities, just not taking them. This time it was a lean off the bench with the shot. Just blasted it over right crossbar. Thankfully for the Nona keeper. As Pedro Lameras also on for Nona, the number 13. And I believe that is Pedro's first appearance now of the season. Yep. First time he's come off the bench for Nona. Anyway, Gainesville into the box. Not dealt with. Did it cross the line? That is the question being asked. The Gainesville players shouting for it. McCon looked convinced. There's obviously no real way of confirming it. Munoz gets booked for his protests, but at the moment it remains 3-1. McCon got the final touch at the far post, and I'm honestly not sure if that went in. We had a similar situation away at Florida Elite, where the ball cannoned off the crossbar, bounced off the line. That clearly did not cross the line last game. This one, have to look at. Well, it'll be interesting to look at it again after the match to see. But goal is not given. Referee's not convinced. And of course, they have to be 100% sure, or as close as they can get to it. But the fact that it didn't go in, Wright got there just in time. Great intervention from the UCF keeper. Will hope to get some minutes. Definitely deserves them on the basis of his Nona performances. He's been great when coming in. Him and Torado sharing the number one role. Not really an out-and-out number one for Nona so far in goal. But two very reliable men between the sticks. Shane. As that ball looking for Filder. Then Pedro picking it up in his own box and driving forward. Out wide, here's All. Hasn't seen the ball in a while. What a ball for a free foot. Can he get to the end of it? Yes, he can. Free for then. Finding Alves. Nona just taking their time in a promising area. Alves finding Mensa in a more advanced position. Ajekwa. Going out wide. Thanhofer. Lamaitis. Looking for Thanhofer, who made the overlapping run. It was straight up play. A free throw was waiting at the back post. The Gainesville coach thought there was a foul against Alves. Or against Blay. Alves was just sticking his foot out. Nothing doing. Stopford. Back to Blay, and Gainesville look to come forward again. Nona making it extremely difficult. He's filled out wide then for McCon. Probably been Gainesville's most active attacker. Ajekwa gets it to Starnes and clears it not far though. Frifa couldn't take it down. Aline out wide. Overlapping run. Lorio is there defending. Last touch came off of Restrepo. Lorio clears out for a throw in for Gainesville. Stopford finding Paul. Here's Fritz Paul. Silva. As the ticks towards a Jacqua. Well, go. According to the referee, fouling St. Fleur. Thought he got it. Here's Filder, though. Gainesville take it quickly again. McCon puts the early ball in right, commanding his area. And gets down. Makes sure nothing comes from that for Gainesville. It's been a much closer, evenly matched contest compared to the game in Gainesville, where plenty of penalties played a crucial role in that one. As Restrepo goes down there, that did not look good for the substitute. Starnes clears it away from danger. Afrifa ends up heading it as Restrepo stayed down. Looks like he's okay to continue. Looked good when he went down. Silva with the throw in. See if we can catch how many minutes the referee adds on. Stopford at the back for Gainesville as they continue to search for a second. Delayed roll, finds Silva. A Jacqua coming in strongly. Looked like he got the ball, to be fair. And getting the yellow card, not the first one shown tonight. A lot of yellow cards being shown tonight ever since the start of the match. Gainesville will have another free kick then. Referee not liking where it was taken. St. Fleur. Aline. Gainesville not giving up. Restrepo wins it back, though. Lameidas for Nona. We're going to see if he can get at the Nona back line. Gets caught out in possession. Nona don't have long to hold on. Here's Silva. McCon could not take the touch, and that's exactly what Nona wanted there. As we are in the 92nd minute. Even the Gainesville coach taking a look at his watch. Now, Lameiras was getting challenged all down the line there. The referee not sure who to give the throw into. Eventually, it is a Gainesville one. But all the substitutes once again looking lively. Lameiras, Afrifa, and Restrepo. But that is the full-time whistle at Austin Tyndall. Nona do get their 4th victory in a row. They are in fine form heading into the Brazilian derby against Brave, away at Brave, this Saturday at 7. The perfect preparation, the perfect run of results head into that one. But that is it from Austin Tyndall. Thank you very much for joining. Once again, Nona 3, Gainesville 1. We'll see you next week for the next home match as Nona take on Brookhouse. Have a great rest of your night. 3-1 Nona.